Good day, I am Uderius Sinchukwemeka by name. I'm the CEO and founder of Sprint. I'm an architect and a business analyst. I will be highlighting on the strategies of building wealth. It's not about working hard, but it's about working smart. Smart is the key word there. Give me 6 hours to cut down a tree. I'll use 4 hours to sharpen the knife and 2 hours to cut it down. Wise words of Abraham Lincoln. So, it's not about working so much and still not achieving the results, but strategically and smartly solving a particular task. So, I came up with a business model, a business structure that actually works. It's not a hypothesis, but rather is a theory that has been tested and proven. I came up with a formula, an analysis. I call it the XY analysis. I would expatiate. You know that your brand can leverage on other succeeding brands to succeed too. That's the they call it complementary brands. Now I'll give illustrations. Now, do you know that a tailor can actually empower or equip online fashion vendors? And you know that online fashion vendors, they sell clothes online. They don't actually need to be the ones to sew the clothes. It's all about selling designs. Once you just upload the design, clients will indicate interest and they will want to make orders. So imagine now if you are the background tailor for the online fashion vendor. You understand? So now you see that they are benefiting from each other. As he or she gets orders, the tailor sews them. So now the tailor is making money off the online fashion vendor, and the online fashion vendor now needs a tailor to make his life easier. Needs a good tailor. So you see the relationship. Now you can also see an example too. A modeling agency, that's for a photographer. Now you see that there is a relationship between modeling agencies. That's because they need photographers to succeed. And now the same way that's the same way that modeling agencies need photographers and photographers need modeling agencies, and the both can succeed when the two are efficient enough. Okay, now you see, as a graphic designer, you see that they have more opportunities. Do you know why? Because they can empower many brands. Almost all brands can be empowered by them. Almost all brands are complementary to them. Almost all brands need them to survive, because right now we are now in a digital world where all brands need flyers. So now, as a graphic designer, don't you think that if you can have relationship with many brands, as many as possible, don't you think that you can get more jobs? Now we are still getting there. So now another problem too, another thing that people need to know is about the fact that many people want to start up businesses, start up brands, but they lack that extra push. They lack that internal force that I will start today, let me start today. But what if you're on the background trying to maybe empower them, give them tutorial videos, create for them logos, websites, free website, because nowadays WordPress. There are many ways you can empower them. You can empower them by sharing tutorial videos, by simple advice. And now I want to talk about the Cialdini's first principle of persuasion. Very important. Human beings are wired to return favor. Once you render help, they will want to return back the favor. That's how normal human beings are wired to return favor. We'll now expatiate on the XY analysis. Now, X multiplied by 1000Y equals 1000XY. The first analysis states that there are brands that succeed better when some complementary brands succeed. which gave rise to the theory whereby you equip 1,000 entrepreneurs that have the potential to start up a complementary brand that can generate traffic for you when they succeed. That's when I said you could assist through even branding, advice, financial support, tutorials. So now the X in the equation now is you as a brand owner that probably barely meets his needs due to lack of clients. Then why? There are young entrepreneurs that when they start up their business, they could generate traffic for you. When they start up their business, you could make profit off them. There are many brands that's complementary brands. Then then 1,000Y are young, those, because you will now have to generate, you have to have a target number of entrepreneurs that should be linked to you. That's 1,000 young entrepreneurs that yes, you can empower them. You don't need to even empower them with money. You don't need to empower them with something really difficult. Just little things like advice. When will you start your business? I want you to start. Yes, I beg Nami go they do this stuff for you. Like, I will do this for you. I'll do that. It's just little assistance, just little advice is enough. So you now see that both of you guys are the two of you are benefiting mutually. Now this one to create an understanding, I'll be giving you true life examples of how people made millions by complementary brand. There was a tailor and also a fashion designer who averagely received one client weekly. That's most times you see that even one client is not enough. It can never be enough to meet your needs. How much do you make from sewing one clothes a week? You understand? So now, but he now found out that there are online fashion vendors that want to start up businesses, but they lack that extra push. And he knows that yes, if there are more fashion vendors that are indebted to him, yes, he will be the one sewing for them. Are you seeing that reasoning? So now he said he would empower 1,000 online fashion vendors to start up business. So how he did it, he helped them to create logos, even brand names, and gave them tutorial videos on digital marketing, how you can advertise. Even also helped in marketing the clothes. So at some point, after he equipped those 1,000 online fashion vendors, you now see that those 1,000 fashion vendors now started receiving two clients weekly. What you just post online, you'll be like, as you equip those 1,000 young entrepreneurs, fashion vendors, some have capacities to even bring more people. They are very popular. So you now see that those 1,000 young entrepreneurs, they still getting two clients averagely. You now check it out, yes, and when they get the clients, they will give him to sew. As a client will just say, I like this design though. Hey, I want to buy this, and it will be ready by 1 week. So he will now the online fashion vendor, because he is kind of indebted to the tailor. Remember that principle: human beings are wired to return favor. So most of his jobs, he will refer it back to the tailor. So at some point, the tailor now found out that he's now getting over 2,000 jobs weekly. You see, it's looking impossible, but it is possible because of the structure, the model that works. So now, at some point, he stopped sewing. What did he do? He now started. He now got many tailors that were like him, that did not have clients. So he just since I dey make 2,000 naira, you go collect 1,000 naira. As far as I go dey give you jobs. As far as you are getting more jobs, I'll collect 1,000 naira from it. So at some point, he now started making 1,000 naira per cloth that he was sewing. And the online fashion vendor doesn't know that, okay, that he's not the one sewing it. All he knows that, okay, yes, my job is being done. So he now assembled plenty. He now even made it as a company. So you now see that he was now making 1,000. Now let's do the maths together. 1,000 clothes orders weekly multiplied by the profits of 1,000 naira. You now see that, okay, it's 1 million naira weekly. It's still looking unrealistic, but you can see that it is very possible because he created a structure. He worked smart rather than working hard. He doesn't need to even lift a sewing machine, because there are many tailors that needs, if they can be getting this job, even if it's just 1,000 naira profit that they can be getting, okay, they are fine. So this is about being that structure. Now, also, there's I'll also tell you how a team of graphic designers teamed up to make millions with their skills. Graphic designers, like I told you, they are web designers, copywriters. Those ones, they have advantage because they can empower plenty brands. All they just need is to create this relationship with each brand so that they can be getting jobs steadily. A graphics designer who is very good at his job decides to create. Okay, now he created a team of 30 graphic designers. So, do you know what they did? Do you know this is being smart? Do you know what they did? They formed a team, and they said, okay, yes, they are going to within 5 months, 6 months, they are going to empower close to 1,000 brands. And how? By giving them free branding, that's flyers, logos, complimentary cards, and also help you market it, and and also give them flyers monthly, like so that they can be marketing their products. So in that way, they are indebted, and even those people, those brands, they were wondering, why is this person doing free? But still, they will have this feeling that, okay, yes, I'm indebted to this person. Remember, human beings are wired to return favor. Yes. So at some point, after those 3-4 months, they now withdrew their assistance, and I'm like, oh, see, they will start charging 10,000 naira, as little as 10,000, because normal branding, if you want to be a graphic designer for a particular brand, you can even charge as much as 50,000, 30,000. But okay, they said, okay, 10,000. Some even charge 200k, but they said as little as 10,000 naira, because they are looking at the number of traffic. They don't want a situation where the brand will reject. So after equipping after everything, they equipped close to 10,000 brands, because there are 30. So they were working together. They were every day they try to at least get over 10 up to 10 brands. They even had to do live seminars to make people want to start up brands, because they know that when there are more brands, there are more jobs for them. You understand? So those out of those 10,000 people, 5,000 were interested to continue with them, because sometimes things must not go the way you plan. But you now see that 5,000 brands working with them is still much. So and check it out that, okay, 5,000 brands earning paying 10,000 naira monthly. When you now do the mathematics, you now see that individually those 30 graphic designers, they're making 2.5 million naira. They're making 2.5 million naira monthly, just by creating a structure, just by offering little help to a particular brand, and the brand is now indebted to the person. But before you do all these, you have to also work on yourself. You can't say you're a graphic designer and yet you cannot design well. So you also have to work on yourself, so that, okay, yes, the person will still want to keep using you. So another point that's also cool. Do you know that you must not even have a shop? Assuming you're selling something, you must not even have a shop to even render services. It's funny, but it's actually possible. How? Now, we all know that architects. Now, I'm an architect. Before we print drawing, you see that for even just for a design, you see that we have to print over 6 copies of A3 sized papers, and you now see that them as someone that owns a printer, you now see that you need how much you make close to sometimes you see that we pay close to 15,000 naira just to print drawing. Then even writers, copywriters, content writers, authors, they print books. So imagine now you are able to empower. Remember, empowering must not be with money, but you can empower by advice, creating relationship with over 1,000 architects, 1,000 writers, 1,000 authors. You now see that it is very possible. Like, imagine, you need a job. You have you got a client and you've already made the design. All you just need to do, I have this my friend who he has a printing shop inside his house. You're like, you now just send it via email. He'll print it later. You just get it, or you can even be delivering it to them to make your work easier. So sometimes you must not even be in a strategic shop, because you've created that link that yes, you can empower people that needs books. So you see that they are complementary. That the common relationship there is books, printing. The printing and architects, they still make use of books, and this one needs this to survive. So you see that they can work with each other. So you can now see that. And lastly, you see that you must not have a skill or own a brand to also earn a living. That's the thing. Just by being that middleman, connecting two complementary brands. You see that illustration that I gave for that tailor, that smart tailor, and those online fashion vendors. What happened? At some point, he stopped sewing. He now became the middleman. So all you just need to do is smartly work smart rather than work hard. Although you have to also work hard, but sometimes you must not work hard to achieve a result. You must not work hard. Like I say, Bill Gates, or one of those the world richest men, say that he would rather employ a lazy person than a hardworking person. Why? Because the lazy man will find the easiest way to do something. That's because lazy people are always smart people sometimes though. So you can see now that complementary brands, it actually works. You see, a web designer can empower all brands. Logistics brand, almost all brands that require delivery. Online fashion vendors, all those ones. You see that they need someone that they need this logistics company that will be delivering the goods. You see, it's all about now what's the common denominator? Delivery. They all still need someone where that delivery to the customer. You now see that a baker now, the common thing is let's just use cake as the common denominator. A baker now, he can empower event planners, even online pastry vendors. Now, event planners, most times they are the ones that organize weddings, and they are the ones that yes, we'll use this cake, and you know how much you charge by just making a wedding cake. So imagine now you have many, close to 100 or 1,000 event planners that are already they already have a relationship, that they are indebted to you in a way. You see that obviously they will want to always patronize you. You see, you've created that link. That's the same way. Even a realtor and architects, they are complementary. What's the common denominator? A house. Now you see that realtors, they cannot design, but architects can design. And architects, they are privileged to be closer to clients more than realtors. Because yes, an architect, before the right thing is that before someone buys a land or a building, he meets an architect or a surveyor to survey the place and say, okay, yes, is this right to do this? Would this fit into what we want? Then you now see that the realtor is benefiting. That's the same way a caterer, food vendors, like ranging. You see that there are common denominators, common relationship that, okay, yes, this it can actually work. Then you now see ways of equipping. Like I said, you must not use money to equip. That relationship, it matters. Just to that, okay, hey, how far you have not started your brand. So you have to know the most important question to ask yourself before you equip someone. So it's not be that you're wasting your time, because there are people that, okay, you look at, you say this person is not good enough, doesn't have the capacity to start up this business. You notice that, okay, yeah, he's still lacking character issues, he's still lacking capacity issues. You understand? So you're to discern and say, okay, yes, this person, if you invest in this person will actually yield fruits, and when he yields fruits, he would want to come back to you. You will gain traffic from him, because there are some people that are not trustworthy, that they don't have conscience, that they would still not want to return favor. Like I said, a normal human being would want to return favor after a favor has been rendered to him. So now, who and how do we get people to equip? Simple. You can equip your family. You can equip your friends. Tell some of your friends, it's even better when you equip your friends. Your friends, there are some friends that, okay, yes, at this capacity, this person, if this person starts on this brand, I will benefit from it due to the fact, okay, yes, I'm a graphic designer that normally designs websites, design flyers. Then I'm a web designer that normally design this. You know that. Then also, before I move further though, as a web designer too, you must not equip new brands. Sometimes you see that even as a graphic designer too, you see that there are many brands that don't see the need to market online, to do digital marketing, to have websites. You can come and say, okay, you can come to the place and say, okay, yes, I will do this for you. Come on, and you see that we have a different result. You're rendering service. This will be like, you must not pay me. I want to just show you what I have to offer free. And at some point, when you're able to render it, you see that you will have so much money. And web designers, that one, if you do it well, sky will be your limit. Do you know why? Because minimum you can charge as a web designer for a brand can be 50,000 naira. Then imagine even just 100 brands alone. 100 brands that you've empowered, that you say, okay, yes, they've seen that, okay, using websites can bring more traffic to our company. You see that you see you're already a millionaire just by designing websites. So let's continue. Who and how? Friends, family, then people you meet online. Just online friends. Sometimes that's why we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You meet people online. You can say, okay, yes, you look like someone that can do this. They are TikTok. Okay, this person is beautiful enough. Why not become a face model? This person can dress well. Why can't you become a fashion designer, online fashion vendor? Okay, yeah, this person has a large crowd. He has many friends. Okay, yes. Why can't this person, do this particular thing, sell things online? You just ginger the person small. Before you know it, the person will want to do the business. So now, sometimes this is what they call online webinars, online webinars, even live seminars. You just come and tell people this is you empower them to tell them this is the need why you have to create this particular brand. Remember, you have to be specific with the brand that you know that if it starts up, you benefit from. Don't just make them to do startup brands that you will not benefit from. Then also, is it like I said, this thing is something that, okay, yes, we are doing for free, and we want to make sure that people are making money from these models.
The society today is facing hardship. We spend many years in school, and yet we come out to face unemployment, poverty, to the extent where you have to sleep on the floor, where you have no food to eat, till life drops you on your knees. Will you wait for a non-providing government to provide the facilities you need to succeed? I bet the answer is no. So decide now to be self-reliant. Decide now to create your own source of income. Decide now to sprint your way to success. Sprint, no limits.